Everywhere I went, there were a lot of Australians that had seen the show. I've never had like a strong Australian demo, and I welcome it. Open arms, mate.
How you doing?
I'm normal, you know. It's a normal day. Doing it normal style. Hey, you know what I was thinking, Paul?
Is it about how you're just doing it normal style?
It takes a lot to make a good show between like Bill Lawrence and Brett Goldstein, Jason Segel, you got Harrison Ford, Krista Miller. Like, it's a really stacked cast. And I felt like with The Daily Show and my podcast duo, Queens, that I'd done, that they knew I came from a comedy background, and we want you to bring a lot of yourself to Gabby. I just sort of had to jump in knowing that it was gonna hopefully turn out okay. And then 2 days later, Harrison Ford joining, it was one of those, you know, those moments where you get to go, yes! It was like definitely that. Once I got past initially getting used to his face, being like, oh, that's Harrison Ford, then I was able to kind of detach that and be like, okay, this is my boss, Paul, you know, and this is our relationship. But it being Harrison Ford does kind of help inform Gabby's relationship with Paul, who's kind of her mentor. He has Parkinson's, so he's grieving that. He's grieving this relationship with his daughter that's a bit troubled. And then Jason Segel's character, Jimmy, is actually literally grieving the loss of his wife. And so they really wanted the third person who worked at the office, Gabby, to be a bit bubblier. She's got her own grief and stuff that she's working through, but they really wanted her to balance her out. And as an actress, that was a real gift to know that I could come in and kind of do these zingers and just kind of stay, you know, balancing out these other two guys. And I think you see over the course of the season, Gabby really comes into her own, because I think the writers were watching the dailies and just watching how we were all interacting with each other. And then I was able to improvise a lot on set, so I was responding to their writing. So then it just became this really cool sort of like response. We really wanted her to be a therapist that people wanted to seek out and find. So we wanted her to have a bit more color. We wanted her to be, you know, a millennial. We wanted her to have scrunchies on her lamp. Like, we wanted her to feel really relatable in that way. So people go, oh, I want to find a therapist like that. And be silly too. They made me her advocate and her gatekeeper. 33-year-old Black female millennial from Torrance, California. They allowed me to just go and be her, as opposed to putting all these restrictions for who she needed to be. I just came out a better actor, and I learned to trust my gut more. It was the best job.